What's up guys, welcome back to On the Brick with another minifig showcase. Today I have for you Agent Carolina from SW Fanatics. Unlike every other figure I have shown you so far on this channel, this one is not printed and is actually decaled. Now while I'm not normally a fan of decals, I did get this figure for a very specific reason, or more so a few reasons. And for those of you who don't know, Agent Carolina comes from the animated web series Red vs. Blue. I guess you could call her the main character of a few seasons, and certainly an important character for a lot of seasons. That's not actually why I got her. But before I get into that, let's take a closer look. Also for the record, the figure does not come with the display box, that is a creation of my own. If you didn't know this figure was decaled, you probably wouldn't be able to figure it out because it is done in such high quality. Because as we take a look around the figure, you can see just how many details there are. It has 360-degree printing, so to speak. The front, back, and sides of the legs are covered, there are details on the arms, the front, back, and sides of the torso are covered, and even the whole helmet is covered as well. This really is an extremely well done figure and it came out looking great. And for the sake of comparison, here's what a blank figure from SW Fanatics looks like. So it goes from the white figure to what you see. And as the blank figure continues to go around Carolina, hopefully you can see just how much time and effort it takes to make a figure like this. Which is why these figures cost as much as they do. In fact, here is everything that goes into making just the helmet. Everything that you see from here over is every decal that goes into the helmet of this figure. There are 22 pieces in all. So again, a lot of work goes into these figures to make sure those pieces are placed accurately and that the figure can come out looking like it does here. The downside of that is what I've been saying from the beginning about decals, and that is that they are just way too much. For the most part, the actual decals themselves are not expensive, and if you know how to do it, it's a great way to have custom figures for cheap. But if you're going to commission a figure, something like this was $56. And even though you cannot get this printed yet, I would never recommend that. Even though I highly recommend SW Fanatics, even though this is a fantastic figure, even though I like just about everything about it, I will never recommend a $56 figure. Because it's simply just not. Especially because this figure does have one problem, and that is that the arm comes right out. Doesn't happen to the other arm, it's only the figure's right arm, the one on our left, but it does pop right out, and the reason for that is because to make sure the decals do not come off over time, they scrape out a little bit of the inside socket to make sure that the arm can move without problems. So I can pop it back in just fine, but it does mean that it is a little loose. So here's the question. Why did I spend $56 on a figure even if I say to never do that? Well, outside of the first 10 seasons of Red vs. Blue being one of my favorite shows out there, and seasons 11, 12, and 13 being pretty decent as well, the first place that I met my girlfriend was in the state of South Carolina. And on top of that, her favorite color happens to be blue, and she is the greatest partner I could have asked for in life. So to have a figure that partly represents a show I really enjoyed, but primarily represents the woman who I love, I'm totally okay paying that amount, because in that case it goes beyond just being a 2-inch piece of plastic. But if it didn't have the extra special meaning behind it and it was just because it was from a show I liked, I never would have thought about picking this up. In fact, SW Fanatics actually does a lot of the other characters from this show, but surprisingly not the main characters now that I think about it, and I have zero interest in picking them up just because of the price. But if you're okay paying $45 to $55 for something like this, you will get your money's worth. It is a really nice figure. They put their time into making sure that it is perfect, and like I said in my last video, if you have any problems, SW Fanatics will help you figure it out. But that's gonna be it for today. I'm still fighting off this cold, unfortunately, so sorry if my voice is a little weird, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Are you a fan of Red vs. Blue? Did you watch past season 13? Because I kind of gave up on 14. And what do you think about Agent Carolina in Lego form? If you liked what you saw, please do hit the like button down below, and make sure to subscribe if you're interested in custom figures or custom Lego sets, and please ring the bell so you know every time that I upload. I do need to say a quick thing about Tuesday's video. It is still going to be about the gunship, but it probably won't be what you expect. I do think you'll still like what I have planned for Tuesday, but basically it's just going to be a 2-part video. Anyway, I need to go rest. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.